What's up, guys? Daemonxel back again with another EVE Frontier video. It is Friday, so that means, yes, it is once again time for Frontier Friday news. Let's talk about it. All right, so we have a couple of things to talk about, right? First of all, it is Frontier Friday. But before we get into that, you know what I'm going to do at the beginning of every video. That's right. I'm going to direct you to the description below, which has my referral link. Again, it's just used for grace. Would love a referral. I'm pretty sure if you're already a founder and never used the code, you can do this. I'm probably wrong on that. But if you are not a founder already, you want to play this game instead of just the free trial weeks that they do once a cycle, and you want to have this game available to you until it's launched, I would go ahead and, if you're going to go ahead and buy a founder, go ahead and just use that code. It's in the description below. Use the link or the code itself. There you go. That's the plug. All right. So we did have a Frontier Friday stream, but it was not the stream that we thought we were going to have. That's right. The reason being is CCP Jotunn is sick. He did not come in today, and there was a guest streamer. So again, the channel wishes you well, Jotunn. Get better soon. That means that what we were all looking forward to today has been postponed until now next Friday. That's right. The roadmap that's going to give us what is planned out until March of 2026 is again pushed back a week, so we do not know what's going to happen. Now, the streamer in question that was able to do the stream today was actually Loremuth. If you guys don't know him, he is a successful Twitch streamer for EVE content. He's been dipping into EVE Frontier. He usually just covers EVE, but good guy. You've probably seen him on some of the CCP stuff already. But yeah, that's who ran the stream. Now, there was no devs on the stream, so there was no questions asked. It was basically a let's play session, and was watching him play the game and do whatever he does. That being said, I did reach out to the devs, and I've been talking to Overload, and yes, your boy Damon will be having an interview with the devs coming soon. Now, what I'm waiting for is that roadmap to happen so that I can ask questions about what we see in that roadmap. So if you guys have questions when that roadmap does come out next Friday, right? I'm going to try to shoot for an interview the following Monday. So not next Friday, but the following Monday. That is October something or other. I'm going to try and get the interview done then. So once you guys have questions, put them in the comments below. Hit me up on Discord. We're going to do it. Now, does that mean we have no news to talk about? No, we do have news to talk about because there were some things that actually happened this week. Now, this is going to be a short video. It's not going to be 15 minutes or 20 minutes. It's probably going to be about 10 minutes because there's not a lot to happen. Again, we are in a content drought, but some shenanigans are at play. What that means is, okay, let me go to the posting here. Actually, you know what? Let's start off with the patch notes because there was only one thing, and it did raise some controversy, so let's bring up the patch notes. And there was only one change done, right? They have significantly reduced the build cost of the Chumok and the smart gate to promote gate building. Now, what does this mean? Well, the gate building itself, now these are the large gates. The small gates are untouched. Let's go into game here. Let's bring up our build menu. And let's see, what would it be under? It would be under our gates. How appropriate. Okay, so here is our small gate, right? Still 43 foam. Now, initially, the large gate was 630 foam. They now have dropped that cost down to 430. Now, mathematically, it's not really that big of a change. And the reason I say this, right? So we have a range of 110 light years, right? Now, remember, you have to build two of these because you need two gates to go somewhere. You know, an entry point and exit point, and vice versa. So 430, so you are looking at 860 foam total to build this gate, and plus whatever you need to make the network nodes because you got to power them. Now, 110 light years between both gates. Now, the small gate is 55 light years. It is cheap to do 4 small gates, right? To cover the same distance, right? 110, that's 2 sets of gates that we can do on a small gate. and you won't need the Chumach to deliver the damn thing. Now, obviously, if you do not have a path, if it is a very large jump that you're going to have to do to get to that, yes, you would need, that larger gate to get you there. But it's currently right now, and it's up for debate, and a lot of people have been talking about this on Discord. It is mathematically not really worth it to do large gates. They're not permanent because the cycle is only 2 months, right? So it's going to get wiped, and you have to rebuild it again. During this time, I mean, yes, you can do it for testing purposes. Once the game goes live, yes, large gates all the way around. But currently, right now, I would just focus on small gates. It's still going to push you towards that gate race, which I believe is still on. Let's pull up the mission hub. We could probably do that in game, actually. However, that's one of the other talking points we're going to do is the craziness going on with the mission hub, right? But, let's just transition into that. Now, you might have seen a massive point jump this week at the mission hub. As you can see here, I was 2,000 something, right? Now I'm 12,300. Basically, we were joking around that maybe someone screwed up the code. Now, before the argument that, they are taking devs away from the building of this game and fixing things to just focus on the mission hub. And the mission hub has been the source of most of the bugs this cycle, to be completely honest. There's only 2 people really working on that. Your CCP Two-Faced Monkey, which he's taking a little time away because him and his family just had a baby born. And they hired a new coder as well to work specifically on just the mission. Now, this isn't taking developers from other aspects of the game, other things that they're working on. It's specifically just for this. So let's get that out. Let me also bring up the one on the website too, because this also doesn't really sync all that well. All right, so here we are at the mission hub. As you can see, many people have skyrocketed because all this shit, all this stuff on the back end was fixed. So that means your login cycles have now been fixed, right? Your it was 5,000, 1,000, and then 2,000, right? For if you logged in for 30 days, that got fixed. The recruitment bonus got fixed. Everything basically started recording. Obviously, these are my social media ones that I kind of got screwed over, but that's a completely different story because I can't claim these anymore. So I don't have a lot of missions left to do, right? And you can't really trust, and I don't really trust the percentage bases on these because they've been wrong a lot of time this cycle. So just take these percentages with a grain of salt. Now, since we're talking about grace, and that's the nittiness is, if you have not claimed your EVE points, which is your converted grace from cycle 1, remember it has a big, if you open this up in the game, you're going to have a big claim button. That claim button is non-existent right now because they had to take it down because, again, another bug. And that bug was specifically, let me read it here for you. We're investigating an issue where I'll just drag it. There we go. We're investigating an issue where for a small period of time, it was possible to claim EVE points multiple times. While we investigating the cause, we have hidden the claim option. We can clearly see where the double claims have occurred. So if you did this, you're going to get banged for it. These inappropriately awarded points will be revoked once the issue has been resolved. Now, I would even go as far as say that there should be a penalty on those that took advantage of this glitch, but that's just me saying that. But yeah, so if you don't see the claim button, it's not there for this specific reason. It's going to get fixed. And once it appears in game again, you'll be able to claim your EVE points like normal. What else happened this week? Pretty much that was basically, I mean, we had some nuttiness with the server was going out. You weren't able to talk to some smart devices. They had to restart the server. They got it up and running. Other than that, it's been a very quiet week because, again, there's not a lot of stuff to do in-game currently. And, yeah. So, very fast EVE news for the founder. We're going to have some stuff next week. I'm still working on doing some more videos for you guys. And, again, if you guys have questions for my up-and-coming interview with the devs, hit me up, either Discord, comments of this video, or however else you want to get in touch with me. But that's what you do. All right. So, with that, guys, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Fly safe. And remember, here on this channel, we are always one vision, one purpose, one front. I'll see you guys in the next video.